Okay, so in this video, I'm basically going to talk about my experience with Gorilla Tag, how I started Gorilla Tag, and how much I've noticed it changed throughout the years. So I first got in VR in 2020. 2021, I was sharing a headset with my friend. I would come over to his house all the time and we would play VR together. Then it was February. That was about the time when Gorilla Tag released. We saw a TikTok on it and we instantly tried it out and we fell in love with the game. Up until then, I've been playing since 2022. And I'd say early 2022, I took a break from Gorilla Tag and VR in general. And 2022 Christmas, that's when I got my own VR headset, and that was about the time I started making VR videos. Early 2023, I made a TikTok account, and then I was just posting skits trying to make everybody laugh until I made this one video as a joke, which I'll play right now. The goal was to make fun of people who ask for views and likes.
I am so done with Gorilla Tag right now.
So I posted that, went to bed, and I woke up, went viral. Long story short, I gained tens of thousands of followers, and I was slowly building a fan base with my skits, and people say I was different from Gorilla Tag content creators. Now, fast forward about a year, my TikTok account gets banned, so I focus more on YouTube. And about 2024, when I moved from TikTok to YouTube, I just felt something change in Gorilla Tag content creation and in my videos. I realized I'm not having as much fun as I used to. I would always be in fan lobbies, making skits, having fun with my friends, even if I'm not like on a recorded video just to have fun. But I realized that spark was gone. Doggo was the coolest, aka not Doggo VR, aka not Doggo. We would make videos together, we would always collaborate, and he was even in my first ever YouTube video. I noticed he stopped playing the game because he found the game boring. Now, I was still trying to make it as a content creator, so I would always be on that grind. But the more and more I recorded videos, I realized that my enjoyment in the videos where I sound excited or happy, it was all staged because it was draining. Getting on the game every single day to record videos which take hours to make, post it, maybe find some success, maybe not. I'm not focused on the views or the subscribers. I just realized that the game in general, it just changed so much that I can't even think of like any good video ideas or find anything fun to do in game for a video. Now I mentioned at this point where I just got bored of Gorilla Tag was 2024 after my TikTok got banned. That was about the times where Gorilla Tag was trying out new things. Lemming was hiring more developers. What people got mad at first was new mechanics, then people noticed the texture starting to change, and throughout the years people started making fun of Gorilla Tag for that because they said they're quote-unquote too realistic. Then the revamps came. I'm not gonna lie to you, I like the mountains and canyons revamp, but after they revamped city, I think that's when everybody was like, yeah, Gorilla Tag is cooked. Now the reason why I'm saying all this is because so many people in the community like certain things, don't like certain things. Some of the community love these updates, while most people just hate them. Some of them quit, and they believe that Gorilla Tag is not hearing them out. Now, with this happening, more little kids get VRs each year, and they're obsessed with the new updates because it's just like how, for example, me, when I first found Gorilla Tag, it was that same experience, but for them. Now they're used to these new mechanics and new ideas brought into the game, while the older community does not like it at all. And I think after seeing Elliot quit and the reason why he quit, it makes sense on why he would move his content to a different channel. Because one, Gorilla Tag can be draining, like making content in general, and also you can just get bored of the game easily. But does Gorilla Tag have a chance to make a comeback? I think so. No offense to another Axiom, but I think the more developers that Lemming got, they gave him more ideas or new ideas to add to the game, which caused it to go downhill. Which is why so many people like pick Animal Company, Scary Baboon, all these other games over Gorilla Tag itself. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with these updates. They work hard and the game still looks really good. But I think if they listen to the community more and just think about what everybody, and yes, everybody, what they would want in game, it would make things a little bit easier. What's the future for Gorilla Tag looking like? Well, we already know they're making a mobile game and they're moving from VR to phone, PC. Well, how does that make sense? Because Gorilla Tag, Gorilla Tag found a new mechanic which is different from any other VR game ever. Use your actual hands to move around instead of your joystick or buttons, which is pretty unique for a VR game, and that's one of the main reasons to why it's popular today. So why switch platforms? Well, VR itself is also dying, and Gorilla Tag wants to expand its fan base or community, so why not give people who don't have a VR access to play Gorilla Tag? Now, Gorilla Tag is being accused of being a cash grab. In many ways, yes, I would agree with that, because what do you mean the J-Man bundle's $40? I remember bundles used to be like my fault, $9.99 and also $19.99. What happened to those prices? Gorilla Tag has made over $100 million, and I get that Lemming might need to like pay more people to help work on the game, or just for other stuff he's using the money for. But these bundles and cosmetics are targeting little kids who will use their parents' credit card to buy the stuff so they can gain money from their younger players. If I were to own Gorilla Tag, what would I fix? First off, I would ask everybody, what is wrong with Gorilla Tag? What can we do to make it enjoyable for everybody? 2, I would focus on the game and community itself other than the money. 3, think about what's necessary to add. For example, the new baseball update. Was this necessary? Not really. You can think of something way cooler, something that the whole community would love, something you've never added to the game before, but basic stuff like baseball isn't very that unique in my opinion. Overall, I'm not trying to hate on Gorilla Tag. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with what I'm saying, but I think Gorilla Tag just needs to listen to their community a bit more. After going to VidCon though, and spending time with friends who I've met throughout content creation, VR, and meeting a bunch of cool people in general, like Lemming himself, it gave me a different perspective on the whole like Gorilla Tag community. Together, it's just a bunch of people who love the game and people who want to support it throughout its journey. When I first met Lemming, I let him sign my VR headset, and I was like, yeah, this is the headset I started playing Gorilla Tag on back then. And as he was signing it, he was like, yeah, I miss those days. Something like that. I don't really remember exactly what he said, but Lemming himself understands like everybody's concern for the game, but at the end of the day, it's his game. He can run it however he wants. Gorilla Tag may fall off and may have a comeback, but all the decisions come from Lemming and his team. So you can either be there to support it, or you can just leave it behind. So after talking about all of this, I've gotten lots of DMs, so lots of questions. Am I quitting Gorilla Tag? Me personally, I'm not gonna quit Gorilla Tag. I still have a bunch of videos that I want to work on for the game. I still have some OG ideas stored up in my brain that I think you guys would love. Right now, I'm focusing on my own VR game, Skip. I'm trying to create a whole fan base. So join the Discord in the description if you want to hang out or support my game. But VR has been with me for over 6 years. I don't know if I'm ever going to find the same success I found on TikTok with my YouTube channel. But overall, I'm just glad I'm making VR videos for you guys to watch. And I'm so grateful for every comment, every like, every subscriber. It means the world to me. If I were to ever quit Gorilla Tag or VR in general, I would still upload for you guys. Content creation is what I love to do. I've been doing it for over 10 years now. Anyways, that's all for the video. Thank you guys for listening. Put your thoughts down in the comments, please. And yeah, subscribe.